Let's play a game. Let's imagine this. Imagine that you saw this scene on the TV. You're at home, and it's like, da, 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 da. Breaking news, the president is at a rally from Iowa. And you see that, and you're like, hey, Martha, get in here. The president's talking. The president. And then she runs out in the yard, and she's like, kids, get in here. You told me to tell you whenever the president's talking, you want to see him because you love him so much. Come on in here. And then everybody sits down in front of TV, Swanson TV dinner, and they enjoy the president's inspiring words where he lifts up the nation and tells us how good it's going to be. That's what I kind of am shooting for. I know it's a really high bar, especially high when you this is it right here. So the coronavirus is what we're going to be listening to the president talk about, and it's a very important thing. It's very important. So let's hear how important it is.
The cure cannot be worse than the problem itself. And if you look at what's happening with these lockdowns to children, get the children back to school.
I think someone booed. Did you hear someone boo? No, anyway, skip that. Just listen to this next part, really importantly. I think 34 seconds it'll be about the end of it. So we've got maybe 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, I've got almost an hour of stuff for you, but I'm not going to take up all that time. Check this part out, and then we're going to get back to it.
Like, I'll give you an example. The children, 99.9%. Barron Trump, you know, he had the Corona-19, the China virus. It's got 21 different names. I could go over it, but to me, Corona means Italy.
Okay, 34 seconds into this one, and I can't even stand it any longer. So, one of the things that we could have done at the very beginning of this rally is we could have just surveyed people coming in, and we could have been like, name 5 other terms for the China virus. And maybe they would have come up with 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 6. I thought maybe someone would say the beer virus, the cerveza virus, the Mexico virus. I thought people maybe go along that way. Some people might say the Democrats virus. Democrats virus, you know, it's killing more of them. But really it's just COVID-19. Coronavirus, which is actually what COVID, co for corona, vid for virus, I guess disease, and then a number, because there are a number of these that are kind of different. I'm guessing 19. Maybe there's more. When you listen to the president, you think there's maybe 2 more, because he's got 21 different names for them. So maybe his names are COVID-1, COVID-2, COVID-3, COVID-4. But he doesn't call it COVID-1, 2, 3, or 4, or 21, or 22, or 19. He calls it the China virus. We know why he's doing that. The people who say that think it's okay and don't call him out on it know why he's doing it. And you're just as bad. So, you know, if you think that's is going to fly, try again. Because that's not going to work. That's not going to make things better for anybody. That's just making stuff worse. So keep that up. Maybe somebody let me see here. Oh yeah. The Corona Italy thing. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. I looked up Corona Italy because I'm not a world traveler. I don't know what all the towns in Italy are. I know what some of the major ones, and some of those might not even be in Italy, to be honest. But I don't think I'd ever heard of a Corona Italy. And when I hear the word Corona, I think of Corona beer. And even to this day, like the other day, I was at a birthday party, and I said, "Hey, would you grab me a Corona out of the refrigerator?" And you know what they didn't bring me? They didn't bring me a Petri dish with freaking virus in it, is what they didn't do, because they didn't confuse the two things. They clearly know that there's a Corona beer and that there is a coronavirus, and that it's not a China virus, and it's not 20 other names. It's It's that. Maybe you could do like the COVID instead of COVID-19. That could be a different word. Or Rona instead of Corona. But those are still two, they're like of the same thing. So that's just two there. And then there's the China virus, so that's three. But you're the only one using China virus. And the people who are okay with that, I guess, are using China virus because they're just as dumb. And then after all of this is the part that I just lost my breath on. After all of this, send the kids back to school. All right. You can't even be bothered with, can I ask you this question, Mr. President? What was it that killed 215,000 people in the United States this year? What was that? Was it just some vague thing that you can't bother yourself to even remember? So you're just going to call it the China virus because you can remember that part, that it's from China. You can't remember it's called COVID-19, why it's COVID-19, where it comes from, what it is. Most of the people that I talk to already know. Half of them have an honorary degree in virology because they've put out the effort to try to figure out what the hell's going on, because we're not getting anything from you because you can't even be bothered to know what the damn name of it is. Send our kids back to school. Send you to school. Send your ass back to school. You know what? You finish kindergarten, and then we'll send our kids back to school. How about that? Broken news.